Check. Oh. Oh, fuck. Ow. Oh, I pulled a cramp. Boo, 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 boo. Do. Checky chew. Yeah, what are you doing, babes? About to, yeah. Why? Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to Unlimited Lives.
Scared me.
Yeah, I bet I did scare you. How you doing, Brian?
Good. Just let me finish mate.
You're playing your crank?
Hold on. Just finish Tomb Raider.
Oh, Tomb Raider on the crank, huh?
I'm playing God of War on the crank.
On the crank?
Hold on, let me just
Oh,
finish Grand Theft Auto on the crank
on the
machine.
crank? No way. You're full of poop.
Hey, I'm full of poop.
How dare you? What's up, man?
Hey, this is the first time your fans, your viewers have seen the play date. My play date. We've
Your
done it.
mom
We've done it.
gaming
Yeah,
at 803. Your mom gaming says, not the crank again.
it's a good joke. It's a good joke.
It's a goof.
You,
Welcome to
you,
the
you,
show.
your mom joined my stream the other day when I did my new show. So what you got? Where I talk to collectors about their stuff.
Interesting.
He saw a good one. That girl's got everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, right after this stream, Unlimited Lives will be hosting the Videoizers at 9.
Can you picture like our dads in their 40s doing shit like this?
No, it is weird that you are a dad and I'm 40 and like you're 40. How old are you? 42?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it is interesting to imagine like hearing your dad like, I gotta go stream.
When
Like I need to, when dinner's done, I have to go stream. And you're just like, oh my
when
god.
supper's done at 4:30. I remember my parents had their over the hill parties when they were 40, and they were the oldest people in the world to me then.
Oh, for over the hill parties?
I was 40 back then. It was over
That's
the hill
crazy.
because
It's
they're
I mean,
halfway to death.
yeah, I don't know. I don't like being 40. I'm not a fan.
Well, you look gross. That's fine.
I'm not a big fan. Yeah, I do. I look gross. You look softer. You've soft. Your skin looks soft, and then I look like like a blotchy
So,
Irish peasant.
soft as in chubby or just
No, soft as
like
in like your face, like your skin
oh
looks good, but that's also because like you don't do anything bad, meaning like you don't drink
yeah.
coffee, you
Nope.
don't drink like beer,
Nope.
like you're not an idiot.
Couple of cranks a day keeps the wrinkles
Well,
away.
oh my god, he loves the crank.
I
Brian,
didn't see my new games for this week are. That sends you free games each week.
oh, what's the
Two,
new game? You're
let's
like
see.
Crank 2,
Look,
Electric Boogaloo.
this is how it.
Damn, oh, pick pack pup.
Pick Pack Pub, gotta be a banger.
What is the play date? So the crank that Brian's talking about, if you can't see, you can see the video at Twitch or you can see it on our YouTube for Unlimited Lives. Lost Your Marbles. The crank is the play date, which is was it a Kickstarter?
No, it wasn't Kickstarter. It was just they just pre-sold like 50,000, like over like in like 10 minutes it sold out.
Oh, they
It took
sold
like
50,000.
yeah.
Because that's
What
from
is
Star Wars.
yeah? What is Lost Your Marbles? I have to play this live. Is that cool? Sweet,
Yeah, play it live.
Sweet Baby is a
I'm a
company.
I'm a sweet baby.
So let's see.
Shout out to our new researcher, Marty, an old friend and fan of the show. I posted on the Facebook group, hey, can anyone reach out and like, does anyone like doing like game research? Which I've never asked in years and years. And Marty hit up and he said, hey man, I
Yeah.
actually do that for a job and I enjoy it. And I said,
Yeah.
great.
You're
And
like, "Good," because I hate doing it for my own show, you said.
I hate it. I don't like hate it. It's just like I don't know where to look. Like I didn't even know Evo
What do
was
I know?
going.
Look,
Just like,
turn on Twitter.
yeah. I mean, I could do
Yeah.
Twitter. All Twitter or TikTok.
TikTok.
So we have so much stuff. Oh no, your mom gaming has a very good point. I'm doing my yearly re-listen of Limited Lives from the beginning and used to be full of life, and now you're a grumpy old man. Well, I think things are starting to turn a little better because it seems like my friend Jason, Jason Signs, who's been co-hosting with me, who was the original creator, he had something came up, which is fine. And he's like, I knew that.
Little something came up.
No, actually, I think he told me last week. He's like, hey man, I have like, I'm not gonna be able to make it. And I was like,
Oh,
oh,
I thought you meant in his life, like the past couple of years, like a little something.
oh yeah. Well, yeah. For anyone not to know, poor Jason got in a horrendous accident and paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like frightening. But he's like, Jason's always a good spirit. So Jason's been like really pumped doing the show. Just this week he missed, which is fine. Then I got Brian, which is great. And it's gonna be super fun. Dude,
solid fill-in. I'm a solid fill-in.
Solid. I mean, rock solid. I always hit up Brian. Before Jason was able to do it, I would always hit up Brian like at least every other day to be like, hey man, look at those turtles. Ice pops?
Yeah.
Ice
Cool?
pops?
Yeah.
All right, man. Are you ready to get into this Jimmy Jam? There's
Please.
I got a lot of like stuff that happened.
Oh, thanks, Marty.
Good Lord. Yeah, Marty really gave us our homework, thank God. All right, you ready? Boom, boom. Hey, Brian, do you want to meet your maker?
That looks cool.
Yeah, you want to meet your maker, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna meet your maker.
Who's my that's just my mom. Like, I don't know what's
Yeah, that's your mom. Your mom just
that's what it should be like at the end of the game. It's like Binding of Isaac where you gotta fight your mom at the end. It's like
you gotta fight your Mima.
yeah,
So, Dead by Daylight developer reveals a dungeon raiding game called Meet Your Maker.
yeah.
It's a first-person building and raiding game planned to launch in 2023.
Oh, I'll be dead by then.
You what?
I'm sorry.
2023? Jesus.
I didn't tell you the news.
Oh my god. Save it for after the show?
It does look cool. Like, I wonder, like, after a while, it's like
Did you
I'm
look it
always
up?
no, I'm impressed with why with how people do still create original designs for anything. I feel like every single thing's been done before, but
Yeah.
this looks pretty cool. Like, what do you do at this point? Like, what would you do if you were creating your own character? Would you just like put like a toaster oven on his head?
Yeah.
You know, you put like a whip in his hand, like something different.
Yeah, you'd
But
really try to I guess you'd, like, look around, just be inspired. I was never as an illustrator, I was never big into character design. I did some stuff as a kid for, like, my own comic book stuff, but it
yeah.
was never,
Well,
like
that that's why you made it as an
yeah,
illustrator.
that's why I made it
I
as
don't
an
really like drawing.
yeah, I really don't. Ian asked me, he's like, "Hey, man, can I commission you to draw something?" And I said, "Absolutely not." And he's like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "I just don't I have no draw like, I don't want to. I'll overthink it. I will stress out. It's not fun." I'm like, I really don't enjoy it." I'm like,
You
"I
stress out
enjoy."
over you stress out over what socks you're gonna wear tomorrow.
Nah, it's
So
just when it comes to art, dude, I
yeah.
always, like, overthink I always overthink it, and I'm like, "I don't like it." But this game
Yeah.
is super weird because you have to this is what the gameplay is. Players have to create outposts full of traps and guards, then test themselves against other outposts
Is this Fortnite-ish?
to a degree.
Ugh.
So it's like the game is set on dying Earth, which is just Earth. Am I
Current
right?
current present day Earth.
Present day Earth that is dying. So you basically build these giant structures and then you have to go through them. And they're like, each like player, like you would build a giant, it's like tower defense meets it's
It's
like
what?
tower defense meets like first person and raiding. Because you're trying to like get into this, you have to like raid this like temple with all kinds of traps and survive. And then you have to collect something called the gen mat, which is genetic material.
GenMat.
Yeah. So you take control of a custodian protecting pure genetic matter, also known as GenMat, so they can evolve the chimera, a living
Chimera.
experiment meant to protect the last of humanity.
Remember the Resistance on PlayStation? The Chimera?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Resistance kind of lasted like just a little like I felt like it was huge in the
It
beginning
was huge,
and
man.
then just kind of dropped off into like
I
if you say
think
resistance, if someone realizes go, oh
oh, yeah.
yeah,
That was like the hot property. Hot property, that Norm Macdonald joke.
hot
Anyway,
property.
I think people are dying for a remake of that one.
Yeah,
Chima
it's pretty
yeah.
cool. Well, here's what I'm excited for with Meet Your Maker. Finally, custodians get their day in the sun.
It's about time.
It is. Did you have a
Yeah.
fun custodian in high school that you remember?
I used to always, bring the erasers to his office to clean them at the end of the day. Not always, but, like, once a week, the teacher would pick somebody, and you had to go with a buddy, and he would just sit there and be like, "Ugh, right, it's over there." And this machine, my god, it was the size of a toaster oven now, you know what I mean? And you turn it on, and it sounded like a jet engine, and
Mhm.
you'd be standing right near it with your little 10-year-old earbuds, and it would be the loudest freaking noise on earth. And you'd rub the erasers on top of these things. But he would just sit there, just stare at you the whole time.
How does it
Yeah.
feel to be young? That's what he
let,
said.
let me feel you. I'll tell you.
Oh, your skin's so warm and supple.
I like them nice and chalky. He would get mad if you did this, with the erasers, which everybody in the world did.
Of
He would get
course.
he would get mad.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a so here I found a picture of my old custodian.
PJ, did you really? Why
Yeah.
do you? That would be the most impossible thing on earth for me to do. Why would you?
No, I found him.
How? Well,
Uh,
this is great. Yeah, well, you definitely had it ready to go, this clip.
you can't. It's StreamYard. There he is. This is my old custodian in high school, Mr. Cooper Tubbs.
It looks like a Garbage Pail Kid grown up.
Look at him. He used to nibble on pocket jerky.
Garbage Pail Man.
Do you ever have pocket jerky, Brian? It's jerky you keep in your pocket and you nibble on it during the day. You're like,
This is, Carrot Top's brother, Carrot Bottom.
he's a custodian. I didn't clean his erasers. He did not. He does look like he's wearing someone else's face.
What is this from? Yeah, like, what is this from? Is this from, like, Friday the 13th or something?
Nah, I think an Old Spice commercial. I just Googled it.
Oh my god, Old Spice is getting creepy.
I just Googled it. That's it.
It just, it's probably like Colin Farrell. Like, man, how they found, like, the most sexiest man to play the fat
yeah.
penguin. And he's like, "How why would you this is like Colin Farrell in makeup after 19 hours in hair and makeup."
I wish you could have numerous scenes open. You
Yeah,
can't.
I'd fuck Colin Farrell.
Nice. You
What?
would. You would, wouldn't you?
Meet your maker.
Meet your maker.
Meet your bread maker.
Cuisinart.
Cuisinart.
Cuisinart. I'm really happy to see custodians have their time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they would be one of the last people to survive an apocalypse because, like, their offices are, like, deep in the back of the school where nobody goes, right? They have like a bomb because some of it's in the bomb shelter part, and they got all the tools. I feel like they do good.
Yeah, they would do good. I think
They throw that puke sawdust right in people's face, like,
wasn't Abe from Abe's Odd World? Wasn't he a custodian? I think. I think he had a mop. Wasn't he cleaning in the beginning?
Yeah.
Those games are.
This game's a ripoff of Abe's Odyssey.
Those game. It's the same game. What do you mean? Those games are stupid.
Yeah, they look incredible.
Yeah,
Like, my god, but then you play it, it's like after 10 minutes, like, "Oh, I get it." It's kinda like yeah, it's like Lemmings-ish in a way, some parts of it
Well, it
too.
was like you had to like duck and hide and then jumping or like he was such a heavy character to move. So it's like
Yeah.
the gameplay was crap. Like the level design was great, the character design was great, but the gameplay was crap. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Abe's Oddworld fan.
No. Have you when you're ready to go to the next clip, let me know.
Oh, for
Like, did you see this yet? The Super Nintendo World clip on Instagram for the thing in Universal or Japan, whatever it
is
is?
that the real thing?
Yeah.
Let's
Dude,
see.
we have to go. It looks so awesome. Like, it
Super,
looks so much fun.
let's see. Super Nintendo World.
Universal Studios Japan.
Wow. Oh, this is Orlando. No spank you.
Look at Japan.
Well, in Japan, they always have like everything's always crazy and amazing.
Yeah, it looks so great.
Trying to find like an actual picture. Oh my god, it looks like Disneyland.
Yeah.
Trying to find a real picture. Oh, here we go. Disneyland. I mean, it looks colorful as crap. It looks real good.
Right? It looks
And
perfect.
you know, it'd be really fun. Have a producer who could do this so I don't have to do it, and someone could just click the icons.
I told you to give me access. You wouldn't.
I could give you.
Nope, too late.
This.
Too
Oh,
late.
oh, here we go. Here's one image. Boom. This is it. Wow, it really looks. We're looking at like a bunch of power blocks. There's like a Koopa Trooper running up there. There's a Thwomp to the right. I mean, it looks colorful and wild.
Look at that Thwomp. It's perfect. And you know they give you a bracelet where when you punch a brick, you get like coins.
Yeah, it makes a noise.
That's so cool.
It looks amazing from just this one image. Like I said, a Thwomp. It looks like the game come to life.
Know. I gotta save up 10 grand for a trip to Japan now. Fuck.
Yay. I know it's so expensive. Why is Japan so expensive? Why is it? Tell us.
It's very cool looking.
It is really cool. Super Mario World. I wonder how much it is to get in. Probably like $50.
Free with a can of Coke. Like, remember Great Adventure back in the day? Six Flags?
Yes.
It was like, our tickets are $85.99 or free with a can of Coke.
Yes, with Six Flags. I remember, or the can was also like, it was half off.
Yeah, I was like,
I think that they have cans at like when you'd buy one, it was buy one, get one?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'll just bring a can of Coke, you idiots. Why
You
would I
idiot.
not do this?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Why would you not?
Anyway, I want to punch a pound. I can't wait for the first dumb dad to get crushed by a thwomp.
Hmm.
That's gonna be the best.
Do you
So,
think he could shrink or he will pass away?
I think he'll be, I don't know. He's gonna get like, and he's gonna get like a concussion. He'd be like, oh, he's taking pictures and just boom.
He'll get concussed.
Yeah, like
Those
stupid
times.
dad from Ohio sues Japan for getting thwomped on the head.
I was walking, I'm looking at my phone. I shouldn't have to pay attention, and then I get hit with a thwomp.
I trip on a Goomba, I lose all my coinage, and a thwomp crushes my skull.
I think that Koopa Troopa stole my wallet. I'm gonna sue this Japanese theme park. Hey, can you stomp on the Goombas? I'm gonna jump on its head. Just really drunk people at Super Mario World,
Yeah.
just wasted. I'm gonna
Yep.
kick a Goomba, and you're like, don't.
I brought a raccoon in, I got his tail. I can fly now. It's like, sir, please don't bring a raccoon in here.
Would you wear a cape?
If we went, I think we should do something fun.
Yeah, wear a gold cape and run out with your arms spread out, and then you could
Ah.
scream behind me as I'm trying to
No,
fly.
no, I'll be riding you. You're my Yoshi.
Oh, I get to be Yoshi?
Yeah.
Good lord.
I'll
You should
paint
be
you
Yoshi.
green. I'll paint you green.
That's great, man.
Bye.
Bow. Bow. That's great. So there's something else that came this weekend was a huge giant event
The crank.
known as the Crank, which is a huge, oh, for God's sakes. Wouldn't you like to go to Evo, Brian?
No.
The fighting game championship?
It's so funny when they were doing this and you see like the news coming out and it's like Street Fighter 6 announces Kimberly.
Yeah.
It's like what? It's like what? Am I supposed to know her? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, she's into it. I have stuff in here about it, but I do have something very interesting. So Evo was happening this weekend with several high profile appearances from developers. So one piece of news that Marty found for us, Marty again, shout out.
Yeah.
Retro arcade cabinet developer Arcade 1UP. Do you know Marty?
I have an Arcade 1UP right there.
You have an Arcade 1UP. So the arcade developer, they announced their newest Capcom cabinet, bro.
I saw.
Housing the legendary Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Brian McGuinness, we were just talking about this last night.
Just last night,
we were playing the Street Fighter collection, which, by the way, with the Street Fighter collection, it's all the Street Fighter games through alpha.
12 of them.
12 Street Fighter games. You can only play online 3 of them.
4, technically, because it's 2 Street Fighter 2s.
2 Street Fighter 2s. Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Third Strike. I don't understand why you can't play in a private match all the Street Fighter games.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of lazy.
It's lazy and stupid. Who cares? It's if you're in a private match, let us do whatever we want. Hopefully they'll update it.
Yeah. I did not attend Evo, but I was too busy checking out Emo with Depeche Mode. And I'm just kidding. That was the Smiths. Who else?
I'll give it a Brian.
It's just a con with a bunch of kids with long hair just going.
Hey, you going to Evo? No, man, I'm too sad.
But this con is for us. Yeah, that's why I'm not going.
That's why I'm not going.
It's too emo.
I got a table and I was going to sell my bracelets. Then I got sad.
I don't even sell bracelets. I just sell the idea of bracelets because, like, money isn't a thing. Money is a construct.
Money's a construct like my parents' love, which is also a construct. Emo convention. That's pretty funny, dude. No one goes because everyone's too sad to go.
It's just sad. It's like, hey, here's your first guest, Bradley Cooper. Whatever.
Whatever.
It's just like 3 class.
Evo, man, are you excited for Marvel Superheroes New Age of Heroes, man?
I just wanted to keep releasing these on current systems. Like people will buy them in a second, you
I
know?
dude, you're 1000%. And they're also going to release 7 Capcom/Marvel titles included in the package, available September 8th. Now, Marty wrote in this, which I think is very
Wait,
interesting.
on the arcade one up or on consoles?
No, Arcade One Up. They're
Okay,
not
yeah,
on.
yeah.
It's not on console.
They should be. Like I know it's a whole
Of
rights.
course they
It's like
should be.
it's like a rights thing or whatever, but just do it.
But how is it the weird thing is how is it a rights thing if this developer can do it? If they
How
can
did
do it,
arcade one up get it, but
how
Sony
did
couldn't? Right.
yes. Does Sony just not care? I guess Sony's like, I don't care. Or Nintendo, who owns Sega, is like, it's whatever.
Yeah, it could be that whole.
It's so
It's
weird.
probably a Nintendo thing. Who knows?
I mean, it could be. It's just weird that it's gonna sit in this. Like, I would love to get one of these. If I had room, I'd love to get this cabinet because I love those games.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't have room for it, so I can't.
I mean,
Marty,
I have it on mine because I modded mine. I have every arcade game, so I do have all the Marvel vs. Capcoms.
oh yeah, on the handheld you do.
No, on the arcade one up too.
Oh, you have all those. Well, so they're gonna release all those titles, and then Marty had this point. If they're not the ROMs from the arcade or the Saturn version, they're not going to be arcade perfect, which is true because
Right.
if it's the arcade ROM, that'd be great. And if you can't get the arcade ROM, at least get the Dreamcast one because Dreamcast is so good.
So good.
I want to like buy a Dreamcast just to get MCV2 again. You know? I know it's on the handheld, but I like the Dreamcast controller, like how it feels.
I know.
I like how it feels on my mitts. Do you like it how it feels on mitts?
On your bum.
Stop. Right,
Your bum gaming.
Your bum. So he's such a nice boy. How dare you? How dare you make fun of your bum gaming? Your mom. How dare you? How dare you? So they did announce these. So at Evo, do you like Guilty Gear?
Nah, I don't play it.
I don't either. But the reason, so Guilty Gear Season 2 Strive. So it's 4 new characters for the second season of Guilty Gear. I'm not a big Guilty Gear person, just like you just said, Brian. Like I'm really not a big Guilty Gear guy. I think the game's fine.
Yeah.
But not huge. So this character got announced. They announced a lot of stuff with this character. So this character got announced, Bridget. Now she is a flying, unrestrained with yo-yo master freeform trickery spinner.
I love that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the gameplay is she has like this yo-yo that she can ride on, like Heelys. Remember the sneakers that you ride on?
Yeah.
So she can ride on those, and she like just uses the yo-yo to like fight. It's like pretty cool.
But
oh, you ready? Do you want to know what the big but is?
hey, careful.
She is a child.
No.
She's a child. I mean, she's a child. Do you know why I know she's a child? And I could be wrong, but I tried to watch the YouTube video with captions and they wouldn't come up, and I kept searching. She has a line in the trailer while she's like fighting someone that she's just walking the yo-yo, like walking the dog, and she's like, mentally, I'm already an adult. And I'm like, ugh. It's gross, man. That's what
That's not the
young kids say to you to like trick you as an adult. So I've heard.
That's not the big That's not the big controversy.
What's the controversy?
Didn't you read what your mom gaming just wrote in the comments?
All right, so your mom gaming goes. Speaking of Evo, did you guys talk about Bridget for Guilty Gear? It is how she came out as trans, and some fighting game communities are transphobic. Your mom gaming, thank you so much. This is why we can't do the show without you.
You're like, guess what, guys?
My little associate producer.
She's a child.
She's a child.
Yeah. So it's funny how they say like this character is coming out as trans. It's like, well, it's a made up character first of all, so you can do whatever you want with her.
Well, of course, it's a made up. You know what's funny? I asked Ian to come on the show because he does play a lot of fighting games. And this is also like his wheelhouse of like, I would have liked to hear his opinion on it. His opinion would be good. His opinion would say what you say. It's like, it does. Yeah. Who cares? Like, great. Like, great. Who cares in the realm of great? Like, what's excellent? If there's like a trans player that wants to play Guilty Gear, they're going to feel like, oh, cool. They'll feel more included and be like, this is neat.
If there's someone like, if Cyrax comes out as gay, I'm not being Cyrax anymore. The ninja robot.
Oh, no, come on, what's next? Johnny Cage is gonna he's gonna turn to Sonya now. Duh, duh, duh.
Right. It's all like you gonna tell me Goro isn't a real man now?
Yeah.
It's like, no, he's not. It's
Uh,
completely made up.
Goro, you say Goro lives with his partner who's a guy in the cave? Is that what you mean? It's so funny how, like, people can go up in arms over, like, it's not there it's like the argument is, like, it's not a real character, so
Yeah.
get over it.
Yeah.
And then the
Not
other
a real
side of
person.
it to the developers is like, I mean, I don't know, because then it's like, it's not a real character, why bother? But then again, like I said, it makes someone feel like if someone's like trans and they're playing guilty gear, they might feel like included. Be like, "Oh, this is cool."
There's rumblings that like the next Tomb Raider, she's got a girlfriend or something, and people are losing their minds. Meanwhile, everybody losing their minds has 1,000,000% like jerked off to googling Lara Croft lesbian or something.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
It's just people are just so mad at like if just make it never. I mean, it's maybe
it
because
doesn't
growing
affect gameplay, doesn't affect anything.
it doesn't like it'll be in the story, but what are you gonna do? Cringe when Lara Croft's like, "Oh, Stephanie, come here, give me a kiss. I'm going to raid a tomb." And some gamer dude's gonna be like, like, if she doesn't like cock, I don't want to talk to her.
Lara, let me flick that bean before you go to that tomb because
Oh,
we're so gay.
it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know
I
if
hope
it's because like my generation, like I went to like I had tons of like gay friends. We had a trans kid in school. Like I was a freak growing up, so like I was an outcast. So if someone in society was an outcast, we like all like came together. Like I guess maybe like
ew, you all came together like
ew.
in one sock.
That's so gross. Sir Kilgore,
Womb
good
Raider.
one. Womb Raider. Now that's
I'd play that.
funny.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider, call it Womb Raider. I don't know who Sir Kilgore is, but 5 comedy points to you, sir.
5.
Or ma'am, or they. So Bridget is trans, huh? Because I thought she said mentally I'm already an adult. I wonder if it's like I wonder if she said mentally I'm already a woman or something. I know, like, well,
Jeez.
because in the trailer I couldn't make it out. I was like, I think she says adult, but it's like very, I don't know. It was hard to hear.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, if Lara Croft is she's a lesbian, I'll be so mad. That's interesting. Who cares? Well, that's great. Good for you, Guilty Gear. Good for you, Bridget.
Good for you.
I mean, it's anime. There's weirder stuff in anime. Just
right?
be fine with it. They have cartoon movies of tentacles, of octopuses with knives, like molesting and cutting apart women. And then you're like, wait a minute. There's a trans character? Like, that's the grossest thing to some idiot who like is jerking off to tentacle porn. And then hearing wait, what? What? It's crazy. Of all the people and of all the cultures, you know what it is though? It's gamers. I don't think it's anime people. Anime people are probably like, good for you.
Yeah.
All like just the toxic, rotten gamers is like, "Ugh, gross, ugh, gross.
Definitely.
I just want Halo. Ah." 3 more DLC characters and additional stages. So they also announced at Evo, they announced Street Fighter 6. And they announced this at Evo, Kimberly.
It was announced a while ago.
It was announced the Capcom reps Aru and Vicious show off the Street Fighter 6 showcasing your favorite. Yuri is coming back from Street Fighter 4. And
Yuri was one of my favorites in Street Fighter 4.
Oh, looks like Yuri's coming back along with Kimberly.
Yeah.
Kimberly, I was watching her video and it plays, in my opinion, she plays very like Sakura and Cammy.
How do you feel? How do you feel about like these characters with like real names?
You mean well, Ken is Ken.
I know, but there's only a few. But now it's like I feel like a lot of them are just like Seth, Charlie, Dan, Kimberly.
Hey, you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see that new Guile clone, Gary?
I just wanted to be like weird ass names,
You're like,
you
you mean
know,
like Blanca or Dowson?
yeah,
You don't want
yeah,
Cooper. You don't want like,
Vega,
hey, check out Cooper's new moves.
right, Joe, yeah, that's not fun.
Joe.
Yeah,
Hey, Joe, he throws a fireball. Joe. Kimberly, I think she plays like that. She's an uninvited student to Guy. Kimberly had an ordinary upbringing, but she's a genuine prodigy who graduated college early and now wants to be a ninja. Loves 80s pop culture.
that's so funny that they just decided to do that, like make her like an '80s pop fan.
Of course. Well, they did
She did,
because it's
yeah,
huge.
yeah.
Because
She got that
it's
Star Wars hair.
yeah, she does. Because of Stranger Things. I think it's a huge
Ah,
it's
okay.
huge. And she
Well,
her
what
super move, she like clicks a Walkman and then starts dancing to like 80s. And then she starts spray painting and beats you up with while spray painting.
it says "hang loose" the whole time.
Yeah, she's like tubular and she like
Yeah,
surfs. They should have had her surf.
puts on her neon clothes.
Yeah, because as well as anyone knows, like me and Brian do the Videoizers, and we're all in Nintendo Power in the wretched early 80s. And aren't we in the late 80s, right? We're almost in 90s.
No, we're in '90s now.
We're in 90s, early
91.
90s and 80. It was all like surfing and skateboarding and knee pads. So you
Yeah.
remember growing up, Brian, in the 80s, everything was spray paint.
Yep.
She should have was like she should have been like breakdancing. I would have been like it would have made more sense.
Well, DJ breakdances.
Yeah, I guess you're right. DJ does breakdance.
They
That
got
is
rid of
true.
him. He hasn't been back, has he?
DJ kind of stunk.
Yeah.
He wasn't that good. Like even in Street Fighter, we're playing like Street Fighter Collection. I'm like, I don't even go near DJ. I'm like, whatevs. I'm like, whatevs, Deej. And then Yuri is coming back. Your favorite, her
Yeah.
Taekwondo style.
Yeah, she's good.
She's a good. Brian says, she's a good.
I enjoy her.
You do. She's Brian. Is it because she's a good?
My friend Calvin, our friend Calvin knows like the backstory on all these people, and I think she's like a friggin' psychopath, Yuri. I believe he was telling one time how she's just like completely like the actual her backstory. She's a fucking lunatic.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I was like trying to look it up to see if I could find
It's,
her background, but I just like ran out of time to like do it. But yeah, she is coming back.
oh my god! In this, I just looked up a thing, and the first thing I popped up was how old is ChunLi? She was 15 when she came out in Street Fighter 2.
ChunLi was 15 in Street Fighter 2.
Introduced as a 15-year-old daughter of Inspector Dorai.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess we were 12 then, so that made
Yeah,
sense.
but she would fall and you see like underwear shots.
Well,
She would lift her leg up and her legs were she had the legs of a 30-year-old muscle builder.
yeah,
She was strong.
strongest woman in the world.
You know what though? With Chun-Li, thank God, she's straight.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Jerry looks like Harley Quinn here a little bit.
Yeah, Yuri does.
Looks like if Harley Quinn was in Fortnite. That's that picture right there.
Yeah, it does. Is that her stomach or like is she kicking? Is that her knee? It's a bad picture.
Oh wait, that's one picture. I thought it was like two. Like
No, it's one. I guess it's one picture. I found it on the Google.
What the hell is that? I guess it. Yeah, she does kick a lot. So
Her foot, maybe.
I guess it's her leg.
She
That's a weird
dresses
one.
like girls I've dated
Yeah,
and is sane.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying, bruh?
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying, bruh?
Loud and clear.
Do you, bruh? I bet you do, bruh. Let's see. What's another fun thing? So Evo was fun. And then are you excited for let me pull it up. Boop. I hate this. I really wish I could find someone to do this.
To do what? Click a button?
And it's just because it stops everything stops the flow. It's like, then I'm going to guess, Brian, as I'm clicking five things,
think ahead.
Have the way that Xbox and Activision, that Xbox is buying Activision? It just takes too long. How do you feel about Xbox buying Activision?
I could care less.
For nearly $70 billion.
It's a lot of cheddar.
That's a whole lot of cheddar.
Yeah.
Do you can you afford that?
No.
Loser.
I offered them $20.
Did you? What'd they say?
Well, think about it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. McGuinness. We'll definitely be in touch and we'll think about it. You're like,
who let this guy in?
Who is this guy? He runs a collectibles podcast. Oh. Is it a podcast, your collectibles thing?
No.
Stream show?
Video. Yeah.
Video?
Mm-hmm.
Look at you. Look at you making videos. $70 billion. It was
Yeah.
nearly blocked. It could be blocked by the FTC, possibly due to the grounds of the antitrust law.
I mean, look, I don't trust them either, but
Do you want to know what the antitrust law is?
no, I don't care.
The
What is it?
antitrust law prescribes unlawful mergers and business practices in general terms, leaving courts to decide which ones are illegal based on the facts of each case. Courts have applied the antitrust laws to changing markets from a time of horse and buggies to the present digital age.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm going to tell you this. The FTC sued to block NVIDIA's acquisition of chip manufacturer arm, $40 billion deal due to an unfair competitive advantage.
Yeah.
The FTC might jump in and they might say, nay, you shall not pass.
I mean, companies buy companies all the time. I don't understand why they decide some are illegal and some aren't. It doesn't make, I mean, I'm not a lawyer, obviously, anymore.
Can I tell you something? You used to be a damn good lawyer.
I was a good caveman lawyer.
I'm so sad that you're not a lawyer anymore.
Yeah.
It's very
too much money.
You made way too much money.
I was like, this is not for me.
Well, they blocked that. Well, the Marvel Disney acquisition, like Fox and Disney was bigger. Marvel and
yeah. So like,
I don't understand why the FTC just picks and I guess can I tell you something? If I can sound like a conspiracy person, whoever's in their pocket, I guess they don't mess with.
FTCs are Sony fanboys. That's why.
Oh, you think so?
Imagine this one guy's just like, just loves God of War.
Some guy in the FTC sounds like, hey, did you see this go through? This Xbox wants to buy like Activision. That might mean that Call of Duty like won't be on PlayStation. And some dude is like, yeah, wait, I'm sorry, what? Hold on, can we block this?
The shit's about to get blocked.
Yeah, we're about to block this. I don't think it's fair.
After this round, I'm going to block it.
Hold on, I'm playing as Yuri right now. She's crazy.
No, he's playing Call of Duty, dummy.
Oh, I'm playing this Yuri skin. It's crazy.
There you go. That'd be fun. Street Fighter skins in Call of Duty.
Yeah, man, Call of Duty skins in Street Fighter. You don't know which game you're playing anymore as you're playing it.
Imagine Blanca running at you with a machine gun.
You skin. Imagine trying to block and someone just comes at you and just shocks you into electricity. You're like,
that's a good clip for your TikTok.
For your TikTok at TJ
Yours.
Marino.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you believe they could do? I don't know, man. You were talking about this last night too, and like I think you had a very good point.
Thank you.
If I may give you a good point, if I may, but don't get used to it. But I might. You had a good point that it would mean that Xbox, if they cut the PlayStation out of Call of Duty, it's a huge amount of revenue.
That's 10 million units sold, right? 10 million times 60 right there.
So I think when you say that, it makes then you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They could do it like with Blizzard. It doesn't matter because Blizzard, I mean, it's over. They could do it with Overwatch. And like I told you last night, they're doing it with Elder Scrolls and Fallout. That those are not going.
But they said, well, they are. They said they're still, if it's anything that was currently in development, is still going to every platform.
Yes, but Fallout 6 Fallout 5, I mean, is not in development. That's getting developed after the Elder Scrolls.
We'll see about that.
I promise you. It's Elder Scrolls first, and then they'll do Fallout.
I mean, you're usually wrong about these things.
Yeah, but I saw it. I looked that up. I looked it up, and I found it because when it comes to the Elder Scrolls and Fallout, that interests me. So I want to know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Which then when I heard about it, I was like, oh no. I was like, great. Now I have to get a Xbox Series X because I want to play Fallout, which is a bummer. But Fallout is not as big of a game as Call of Duty.
No, nothing is.
Not. It's big, but it's different. Like most people play, like we play Call of Duty.
And I hate it.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't like it and he plays it. We only play Call of Duty together because it's one of the few games we can all play together on Twitch on a team that everyone wants to play. And It's a
Hmm.
mindless enough game that you can
That's
play it and just
right.
kinda, like, shoot the shit while you're playing.
While eating chips.
Yeah, like, you could eat chips, you could hang out, you could check your phone, but, like, you know, it's not like this Overwatch, you can't really mess around because, like, Overwatch is a lot of team-based, like, "Alright, guys, let's, like, move on the point, let's move this thing," but Call of Duty is like, "Alright, man, I got 30 kills." "Oh, cool, Brian, how many did you get?" "I got 60." "Oh, neat, great job."
Remember how many I had the other night? I did have 50.
"Oh, you had so many." You were
50.
crushing it.
I didn't. It was my first one I've played in months too. It was so funny.
It was crazy. You came in like a wrecking ball, they say.
Like a wrecking
Came
ball.
in like a wrecking ball.
We done?
Um, let's look at this last thing.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about
6
the
feet blue.
Detective Comics universe. Let's talk about the Detective Comics universe or the DCU. The DC universe, the president of DC Universe said that they're going to start focusing on a similar 10-year plan that Marvel has.
Mhm.
And I guess it's almost like 10 years too late.
Well,
It's crazy.
here's the thing. People they're saying how burnt out people are in Marvel stuff, and I wasn't.
Yeah, neither was I.
Not that I'm obsessed with it, I like watching them, and Thor 4 was great.
Yep.
The last couple previous things were really good, so it's like, "Oh, people are so man, this only did 200,000,000 in the box office." Oh, is that bad now?
Yeah. It's
Is that bad? 200,000,000 the first week? Like,
I don't think anyone's burnt. Number one, there's nothing to be burnt out on the DC
exactly.
universe.
Yeah, so no, I'm saying so maybe DC's thinking like, Marvel put out 75 movies last year. Maybe we can and maybe people finally want to see something other than Batman from us, you
I
know?
mean, it's the thing of like, Marvel did it. They have, I think, because of Kevin Feige, Marvel does it well because you have one person who knows what he's doing to organize the movies.
Yeah.
They did when Iron Man was released, Brian, they didn't have a plan to do 40 movies when Iron Man was released
Right.
because it was on Paramount. Or I forgot, but it was like it wasn't Marvel Disney. It was like,
It was on the CW.
yeah, yes. And then
I'm
so
kidding.
oh, but they weren't like Marvel didn't
It was
plan
on BET Plus.
it followed Bebe's kids after that movie. So like it's like Marvel didn't plan it, but it's like DC, you could have like right after the whole Dark Knight saga, you could have been like, okay, we should lead to a Justice League movie. Cool. Great. Now let's let's stop making 100 Supermen. Let's like pick the guy, let's make the movies and space them out.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't. When the Justice League movie came out, there wasn't a Flash movie. It's like they showed the Justice League forming in like security cameras. It was like, oh, who's this guy? He's pretty fast. Who's this woman? She's
Right.
wonderful. And it's like,
She seems
okay.
wonderful. This
You know,
woman.
yeah. And then you're watching a movie that was like, even like Your Mom Gaming, he writes in the chat, I don't even know what's going on in the DC universe. There is no DC universe. There's nothing. There's
And
nothing.
the fact that they just canceled the Batgirl movie.
And no
Was it a
one knows
movie or a
why.
show? Yeah,
Warner
so
Brothers, no one knows. There's no, as I guess it may come out soon, but no, it's either a tax write-off, that was a rumor, or like maybe it was so bad that they're just like, this stinks. Kevin Smith had a whole
yeah.
rant. He was like, how dare you cancel the Batgirl movie, but you leave the Flash movie is still in like development.
Right, with this guy's getting arrested literally every other day.
Yeah,
for
going
something.
nuts. Literally got arrested for stealing from some stranger's liquor cabinet. And then it's like,
And I'm sorry, the Flash is one of the most boring characters of all time.
it's just Flashpoint. The Flashpoint cartoon movie and the comic book is good. And that actor was a good Flash.
He just runs
There's
fast.
problems going, yeah, but like if there's well, there's also the time travel element, which it was the only thing that makes Flash interesting.
Okay.
Is that's it.
Reverse Flash. I
And
wear
then the
yellow.
reverse Flash.
I wear yellow.
I'm
That's the opposite of red.
I'm evil. Reverse Flash. Ooh. Where's Reverse Superman? No. That's not. That's called just Doomsday. Oh, okay. Oops.
Bizarro Mixoplex, whatever the fuck.
Oh, Mixoplex. Bizarro. Oh,
There's TJ's camera gone.
I don't know how these streamers stream for more than 30 minutes. Doesn't make sense. Then they also say that they're going to have that Lady Gaga is going to be in the Joker 2 movie.
Yeah.
Which is just weird. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
she's a good actress.
I just don't know what they're doing. They cancel Batgirl. Who knows if this movie was terrible?
Yeah, if it was bad, then that's one thing. But she did. It looks like the costume from the '60s Batman show.
It does,
Doesn't it?
yes. And there was
She was hot.
J.K. Simmons was in it. Brendan Fraser was in it. Michael Keaton was in it.
Right, that's the weird thing. He did the whole Batman thing, and yeah.
So many of these people were in it, and
We'll
then
find
you
out
just have,
one day.
and then it's just it's done. It's Dunions.
Dungeons.
So I was listening to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts, and like they were talking about this, and Sam Roberts had the thing. He had a point. I thought this was interesting, that because Black Adam's coming out, that when they had this movie for test audiences,
Which looks great.
right? Black Adam looks great, and his theory, which I thought was interesting, was if this did so bad in testing that Warner Brothers is like, all right, this is going to be a bomb. We just write it off as a write-off. And if The Rock is coming at you going, listen, I'm about to try to save your whole DC universe with this movie. And if you have Batgirl come out and it stinks, and then no one's going to see Black Adam, they're going to be like, we're done. I can't, no more DC. Like,
That's a good point your mom had. Put that on the screen.
He goes, they'll come out with a documentary about what happened, like that doc about Nick Cage's Superman. Yeah, years later.
Yeah. But you know what? If now that all this hype is there, if they did release it and it does stink, that's almost better, because Morbius, which I still say was a fine movie.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see that.
You didn't see Morbius yet?
No, I'm going to wait till
Oh.
it's free somewhere. I'm not paying.
Yeah. It was fine. But people are hating on it so bad. I don't know why.
Mhm.
I think he's not a very even though he's a pretty famous villain or good guy, whatever month year you're reading, but he was he's not super well known like the other ones, but he was still. It looked great. It looked cool and all that stuff, but people just hated on it. But it was fine. But I wonder if this has a similar like this people are gonna just make fun of this for years
For
type of vibe behind
for
it.
years to come.
It could be. So who knows?
It could be. Who knows? And
Looks
looks
like Rosario Dawson.
it did. And just like Batgirl, this episode is canceled.
Bye. Oh,
Just like Batgirl. How fun. Hey, Brian, if I was a Warner Brothers exec and I had a stinker of a movie with something that was being plugged, what would it be?
can I star in the movie? You're saying?
Yes, you could star, and they're like, hey, Mr. McGuinness, what do you want us to plug for your movie role?
Yeah, check me out in 8 minutes on the Videoizers Twitch channel where we're doing our Nintendo Power issue number 32 show. Check me out at Laugh at Brian, at Playable Podcast on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff. And on YouTube, I'm doing a bunch of stuff on YouTube. I'm trying to, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry.
I'm also part of the Videoizers with Brian, and you could follow us on TikTok at the Videoizers. You can follow me at TJ Del Reno on TikTok and all across social media, especially on TikTok. I'm putting most content on there and not really Instagram or Facebook. We'll see you guys later. See you next week with Jason Sign. See ya. Brian, stop cranking it while we're doing this episode. Ew, you're gross. You're cranking it. Stop cranking it.
I'm cranking so hard.
Oh, Brian, stop cranking it. Stop playing the play date.
I I had to get new headphones because these I'm getting like black shit on my ear.
Oh yeah.
Because this part's like like how it kind of like decays after a while. Just out of nowhere. The other night my wife's like, "What is that on your ear?" I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh."
headphones. Yeah, these ones that I'm wearing now will fall apart, and you'll see black stuff.
I've had these for a long time, so I just got
a long time. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching the stream. We'll see you over at the Videoizers, twitch.tv/the Videoizers in a few minutes. See ya.
V for Videoizers.